That's in good. It's good to check the tightness on these things once in a while. Even though they're running, I've shut the power off. First shut the power off, then tighten these. I found them loose in the past. They'll just come loose. It's good to crunch down on this good and tight. Even though I'm not using the middle one, I'll tighten the screw up because it'll fall out and be a problem. Now let's go. Okay, this is the yellow wire going to the start assembly, and it's also aluminum. Now, since I don't have yellow, I'm going to use a black wire for that. I just have to make sure I keep it straight. So, I'm going to hook this one up first, right to it. See, this will be good copper, and copper is it's the best way to go with it. Something like this. Okay, what I want to do is give this a little twist. The wires aren't straight in there. Then I'll put on get a turn, and then I like this tool because I have a lot of leverage, and I'm using this tooth, and I'm putting that tooth right in the middle of that middle, and I'm cranking it down. And look at that tooth mark, and that's on there tight, and that's what we want. Let's see, I should be able to get that in there. That's on there tight. That's good. Now I'm going to go connect the other end. It goes to the relay, start relay. This is single phase. Okay, bye-bye aluminum. And let's see, I want the red one. I'm not going to name brands here, what brand this unit is, but that was just a bad decision on their part to use aluminum wiring. This poor guy lost business all day today. Young guy that owns a store. And his customers were yelling at him. He's called me up in a panic. The aluminum one. And let's see. Here we go. I don't know, whenever I'm working, I like to throw my tools down. I don't know why, but it just feels good. Okay. Now, this doesn't seem to have micro channel. I would have expected them to do that, but they didn't seem to do that. Okay, now we want to dress the wires up because we don't want a bird nest hanging out here. And I do want to pull these out and show the customer. Possibly he can send it back to the people he bought it from and get reimbursed for my bill. And I won't do that. I leave that up to the customer. He bought this unit from some salesman, so I don't feel guilty at all billing him. These guys, they'll pick your brains and ask you what they need, and then they'll go to some salesman and get a better price. But that's okay, because then I have to come along and repair and I make up my profit that way in the long run. Otherwise, if I sold him the unit, I would have sold him a better one. Okay, the wiring looks good. Let's it's always good to dress up the wires. So wire tires are fairly inexpensive. Make it look neat. And that's our starting assembly down here. And we're gonna check our motor amps. You'll see it over there. amps. Amps is lower even this time. It's rated at 27. Down as the unit runs a little bit longer. But what I want to do is put this cover on. Don't ever leave your covers off, even if it's inside of a box like this. You never know when rain or something's going to happen. You never know. And it's always good to be, you don't want somebody to come along and say, look what that guy did. That was here last. Okay. Room on this side for that. It was very cold last winter when I put this in. It was like 3 or 4 degrees above zero. I was out here all day working on that. That was got a little bit chilly by the end of the day. Okay, 21 amps is good. And my other line at 24 amps. Now I've got T1 going through, this is going to the compressor, and T2 going through, and that's going to the compressor. And we dressed up the, we got rid of the there's the electrical connection. I don't know if you can see that, but that's why this thing started overheating after I replaced it. Look at the condition it's in. Electricity is just not going to flow through that at all. Actually, what you have to be careful of is, see this carbon here? If this was connected to, you know, metal or something like that, the electricity would travel across that carbon right to the metal. It'd be carbon arc. You get a big flare. It's pretty bright. But there's our melted wires. And now we have nice, ouch. Now we have nice new connections. Okay, why did it turn off? Went on the frost. Okay, here's our line coming in, going to the top of the contactor, coming out, fuses for the fan. Now here's a, it's Intermatic, I think that's the brand. Grasson Controls, that's what it is. And it's circuit board at its finest. And I don't particularly like them. I like the good mechanical Paragon time clocks, use them forever. I have to do a job, next job I do is for a, it's on a walk-in freezer, and the contact, this went bad, and it's the second one in there. Hasn't been in there that long. But I'll end up changing this because it's a cheap one, and this company wanted to save money. I have 4 defrosts on this clock. Looks like 20 minutes each altogether, each defrost. I think these are 10 minutes each. And I got 4 defrosts in a 24-hour period for 20 minutes. And that was fine for the summertime, and the summertime is our high humidity level. So that made it through the summer okay. I'm happy. Yeah, I wanted to of insulation over here. It's not detrimental. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything not having it down here, but save it having it there. Glass looks low on gas right now, and I'd be concerned about that, but what's happening is it's warm inside the cooler, and both of the expansion valves this liquid's going to, both valves are wide open right now, and as the box gets colder and colder, the automatic thermal expansion valve will close down. And as they both close down when it gets colder in there, the liquid refrigerant will back up and this will show full. So it'd be a mistake right now if I put gas in it. And you can see it's clearing up. See, there we go. That's a sign that the expansion valves are closing off. Now it's still warm in the box, so it'll open and close a couple times. And see the sight glass is green, and this is sporulin. The sporulin, you want a green one. You don't want a yellow sight glass. And my suction line here is cool. I didn't take a temperature reading on it, but I'm sure it's fine. When it's cool, it means that the compressor is getting suction cooled like it's supposed to. I'll probably get a call back on this back in February. Minus 2 again, plus 2. Pretty cold that day. Gets to you after a couple hours, you know. Pleasure working on this. Was this the end of September, almost October. Okay, it's like brand new. Well, folks, later.